Good afternoon here. There we go. Hello, I'm Sonia Falayon, and thank you for tuning into my channel, Mind and Manna, here on YouTube. Here on this channel, we center the needs of Black women, 55 and older, who are interested in working on their finances as they're thinking about retirement or they're at retirement, finding that they're not where they want to be financially, who want to increase their cash flow, but who also want to be able to, in spite of their circumstances, level up to a softer way of life that includes freedom, rest, travel, and ease. And that's what we are talking about here on this channel. Um, I'd like to encourage you to please like, share, subscribe, and comment on this channel. I also want to say that although I have not officially gotten some financial support on this channel from some admirers and subscribers who actually are men. I do have a number of men who watch this channel who are very polite and who understand that we center the voices of Black women and who do give encouragement and support, and who also are very supportive in the comments that I receive. So thank you so much for those subscribers. Um, one of which is a pretty well-known YouTuber here around here. Thank you so much, Chris, for your support, and thank you for the other subscribers and contributors as well. What I want to talk about today are five mistakes that I see that Black women make as they're contemplating moving abroad. I'm not going to talk about the obvious issue of not having enough money and finances and all that. I think we talk about that enough, and I certainly will be talking about that in some other YouTube videos because I really have some thoughts about that, but I'm going to table that for now. But I want to talk about some other underlying things that I'm seeing that have a lot to do with what we are believing about ourselves and about what's possible. I the this channel is called Mind and Manna, and that's because I really believe that whatever we think about, whatever we tell ourselves, gets bigger and expands. The reality expands of that thought. And I also believe that God does provide something for us every day. We just have to be willing to go out and get it. So, with that being said, I want to talk about five mistakes that I'm seeing Black women are making as they're thinking about moving abroad. And the first one is um, spending a lot of time analyzing, overanalyzing, intellectualizing, um, searching, researching, asking others' opinions, but not being willing to get your feet on the ground to actually explore the area that you're considering. Um, you have to get feet on the ground at some point in time in order to um, make the decisions that you want to make. You have to see the area, the land, experience the people and the culture and the food, the terrain, the climate for yourself through your own five senses so that you can make the determination as to what's going to be best for you. No one else can do that for you. So as you are and searching, which is for and experience it for yourself. So that's number one. Spending way too much time analyzing, overthinking, intellectualizing, and not actually putting in some real work to have an experience for yourself. The second one is listening to the fear of your family, your friends, your church members, your sorority members, your pastor, your sisters, your children, your kids, nephews, listening to everyone else who mean well, who love you, but who see you through a narrow lens of how they know and experience you, who do not see you as the way that you see yourself. Um, so the second thing is, making your moves or being moved by fear instead of the knowledge that you have within yourself, within your intuition. I know I've spoken about this before, but just it's really important to go over this again because I'm still seeing some of the same thoughts and habits that are preventing people from really making some moves that can really be some of the best moves in the best years of our lives. So being moved by fear instead of the knowledge that you have within yourself about what's possible for you. No one is going to see you the way that you see yourself, see the expansiveness of your dreams and your ideas. No one is going to see them as you do. So don't let someone else's small version of you affect the decisions that you make. Number three is being unwilling to creatively consider new solutions, new possibilities, and lifestyle options. Sometimes we're just stuck in tradition. We're stuck in tradition. We do things the same way that they've always been done, live in the same kind of houses that we've always been in, same kind of neighborhoods, around the same kind of friends. And sometimes we get stuck there instead of considering new opportunities and new possibilities. I moved from a pretty substantial studio space, close to pretty good size, close to 1,000 square feet, down to 200 square feet, and now I'm down to probably 100 square feet, maybe. But you know what? I see my new space as a space of endless possibilities, and that's what I call it. It's my space of endless possibilities because having let go of some of that old stuff, which was wonderful, I had to clear space to make room for what's coming next. So what's coming next for me is the opportunity to work in new media, the opportunity to make new friends, make new partnerships, show my work in new places, show my work in places outside of the United States that are eagerly waiting for me to produce and show. If I'd stayed in that same space, I may not likely would not have had the opportunities that are coming to me now. So consider new ways of living, maybe having a roommate, maybe renting out a place in your home, maybe considering living out of the United States for a few months at a time instead of the whole year to try it out. Um, uh, Maybe living in an apartment for the first time, maybe branching out and renting a house, that you have space for your children, your grandchildren. Maybe you want to have a space when your friends come. Maybe you were not able to purchase a home in the United States, that maybe you can rent one here and provide opportunities for your friends and family. Maybe that's the case. Consider trying new things, but don't lock yourself into the traditions of the past. The next one is, oh God, this is so important. Being unwilling to let go of objects, memories, heirlooms, mementos, and artifacts that keep you stuck in time, space, and history. Not realizing that in order to receive the new, one must release the old. Let me tell you, I just came back from really an extended stay in the United States because I had a hard time going through those last few things, moving from my 200 square feet of studio space in Charlotte to a 10 by 10 storage unit, which I intend to further reduce within 6 months. I cried every day for 2 weeks, sorting through certificates and diplomas and commendations and speaking engagements, lesson plans, grant applications, grant acceptance letters. Uh, it was my whole professional career, really, um, over 10 years of research, 500 research papers, my dissertation, the first chapters of my dissertation. Uh, I tossed it. Most all of that, just about all of that, about all of that went into the trash bin. I'd saved a few select papers. I saved my dissertation topic. I may dust that off and do something else with it. But I mean, the knowledge is within me, and I use that information every day in my work now. But actually separating myself from the physical artifacts of it, ooh, it was hard. I had to give away some artwork. Um, it was difficult. But having done that, being on the other side of it now, I feel so much lighter and so much more ready to receive what's coming. And there's a lot of good stuff coming. Um, and again, as I said just a few moments ago, um, in order to receive the new, we have to release the old. Let's make room. Let's make room for the new changes. The fifth and final one, and this is so important. I probably talk about this one a lot because it's so important. I probably have done other YouTubes about it. But it's number 5 is not going for your big dream. Go for the big dream. Go for the big dream. Go for what's in your heart, your desire. Go for what really makes you happy. Take a risk, go out on a limb for what you really want. It's so worth it. Go for the big dream. We're thinking small. And there's so much out here for us, especially at this time of life. The second half of our lives can be absolutely fabulous if we step into that. So, the fifth thing, honestly, it's just thinking small. So, I hope these 5 areas have been helpful. Again, I want to just recap them. The 5 mistakes that I see that Black women are making when moving abroad is number 1, overanalyzing, overthinking, thinking too hard, and not being willing to put your feet on the ground to have experience through your own senses to make the determination for yourself. Number 2, listening to the fear of others who care about you and love you, being guided by fear instead of your intuition and what you know to be true for yourself. The third one is being unwillingly to creatively consider new options, new possibilities, new arrangements, new configurations, being stuck in tradition and in the past. And the fourth one is being willing to let go old things, objects, um, papers, stuff, mementos, things that you just can't take with you, that you don't need to take with you. Parts of your identity that you've worn for years, for decades, maybe a career path. Um, Being able to let go of some of that so that you can create some new opportunities for yourself. And the fifth one, of course, is not going for the big dream and thinking small, thinking too small. You deserve all that you have within you. So that's all I want to share for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And until next time, I'll see you later.